I'm starting to film.
Hell yeah.
Who are you guys?
Killer Larry.
What have your experiences been like performing so far with other psychedelic rock bands?
Pretty smooth for the most part. I think we've been pretty lucky to get pretty smooth sailing this whole time.
I've collaborated and played shows with some pretty cool people too. Like we've had, I think we've had good luck, combination of good judgment and good luck on getting with the right people, having good shows. It's been fun.
Nice. Okay, my next question is much more open-ended. Killer Larry, how do you think we can use the power of music to raise the collective consciousness of humanity and heal it?
I think the simplest answer is music cuts to the core quicker than anything else can. And I think it goes down to the root of whatever the feeling is or whatever that thing is. It goes to the root of it a lot quicker than really many other art forms or any forms of expression. And I think that it cuts through a lot of the noise, no pun intended.
I think another part of that too is that it also makes people really vulnerable, which is good for collective consciousness. I think a lot of people kind of tend to have walls up and tend to have to guard up in those situations. So being around music tends to make people a little bit more vulnerable, put their walls down, which is always good for collective consciousness too.
I'd also say it really brings together community, and through community can be education to people that might have not come from backgrounds with that specific type of education. So really just bringing people together through, sound.
These are nice answers, guys. I gotta skip this next one because it's just for Frankie, but... Okay, this one's back to my thesis. How much does world building factor into your band's songwriting process?
A lot. When it comes to I'm usually, when it comes to at least vocal wise, I don't speak for my own lyric stuff, but it kind of all comes from world building, and even if it is something as small as making a sandwich and not cutting the crust off of it, going into detail about one specific situation and creating a world around that situation, I think is probably my quickest and most used tool in writing music.
I would say just on world building within music, and world building within people that's songwriters and things like that.
And yeah, just how it affects songs in general.
Yeah.
I think the overall just listening experience, when you go back and listen to an album like Confess the Rat's Nest, I didn't pick any of that up on the first time, but when you go back and learn the stuff behind every single song, adds so much more dimensions and enjoying the music.
Nice answers, man. I think we're gonna have to speak a bit louder. The cars are coming by and the lady's doing her orders. Hold on. Okay, next question. I was thinking about the etymology of the word psychedelic being ancient Greek for mind and soul manifesting. What states of being or worthy causes do you, as a group, Killer Larry, set out to manifest among the fan base you're cultivating?
For me, the first thing that comes to mind is just acceptance overall, just overall acceptance. And I think that's a huge part to play in making music in general, is trying to push the status quo into being a little bit less rigid, and to make people be more open to their own interests and not be so quick to shut down the strange or weird parts of themselves.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that suffices.
Self-expression overall is a big thing for all of us, and then we all touch on a lot of environmental change stuff too, and obviously that's at the forefront of a lot of what we make, and it's going to be something that'll always be on our minds. So balancing environmental and worldly stuff with our own personal stuff, and being accepting of yourself and all that.
I think too, going off of what Ben says, it speaks on a higher level, being in a state where we have a governor like Ron DeSantis who is, persecuting specific groups of people for absolutely no reason. So, being able to play at a place that's all-inclusive, creating an all-inclusive environment through our music, and just trying to bring people closer together through that, I think is the main idea.
Love that, guys. fuck Ron DeSantis too.
Fuck 'em, yeah, fuck
By the way.
Indeed.
Okay, this next question I wrote was for Frankie, but I'll skip that. Okay, guys, what do you think of King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard's official bootlegger program and encouraging stuff like fan art, taping, that sort of thing? What do you guys think of that?
More bootlegging is more better.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible, and you don't see much of it in any other scenes. Like, it's really, especially in bands that are currently coming out with stuff and currently touring. It's really not something you see much else, but in many other places. And I think it's really cool, just basically being like the music is for the people. It's not supposed to be a lucrative business. It's supposed to be something that is shared among everybody. And if you can make do with that, with still making it free to the people, then fuck yeah.
And we've actually got a friend of ours, his name's Trin, and he has a company called Rug Recordings, and he's like pushing the bootleg and comes to every one of our shows and records it and burns it to set. So
Oh, fuck
he's, like,
yeah.
creating that environment in Jacksonville and open to, you know,
I'd love to interview that guy too.
oh yeah, he's a badass. Definitely.
Would you guys play a Gizfest if that ever returned, or to the United States?
Oh yeah, that's the dream.
Awesome. Yeah, because you guys might know this, that they started a new record label, and it's not just gonna be Giz. So
Yep.
I'm gonna hopefully somehow get in touch with their management and email them some recommendations, or if I ever meet them, I'll put together like a mixtape of just my friends' bands, and you guys are my friends now. And
Hell yeah.
yeah, just my last question before I follow you guys like officially. What are your guys' names? I just need it for editing purposes, to like put names to faces and stuff.
The name is Preston Battle.
How do you spell battle?
Battle.
Oh, that's the sick
Epic
one.
battle, you know.
Like an epic battle.
Sick.
My name is Tim Gildersleeve.
How do you spell Gildersleeve?
Gildersleeve.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And we're brothers. We have the same last name. Makes it a little easier. Humphrey is our last name. I'm Ben.
And I'm Jack.
Jack,
Our last name is Humphrery.
are you Jack or Jacques?
Jack.
Okay, just double checking. I want to spell